my name's Edith Press, and today I'm going to talk to you about is faxing. So you might be thinking, what's a fax? Or why do I need to learn a fax? Because don't most people send their documents through via email? And even though that's very true, because we live in a very modern society where it's driven by technology, faxing is still an important part in a work environment or when you have to send an original document. And I'm going to define faxing using Philip C. Collins' book, Successful Writing at Work. And in this book is really great because it teaches you how to write a memo, how to set up an email, and in Philip, in his book, he defines faxing as an original document copied and transmitted through a computer or a telephone lines. And he says how it's great when you only have a hard copy that you can send, or if you want to send an original document and that you can't send it through via email, like receipts or blueprints or any artwork, just basically any original document. And now you might be thinking, I don't have a fax machine, or when am I going to use this fax? And I'm going to teach you how to send a fax without using a fax machine. So you might be thinking, how is this possible? And it is very possible. Because let's be honest, most people don't have a fax machines in their homes, or if you have a small business or you're in a home office and you don't have a fax machine because you don't want to spend the money or you don't think there's a need for it. But there is times when you have to send a fax, and it's very important that you know how to send a fax. And because I was in the same situation where I didn't have a fax machine, I didn't think I need to know how to do a fax machine unless if I worked in a work environment. But when I started transferring into classes, they wanted to have proof of immunization, and they had it to be faxed instead of emailed. So I started freaking out, but then I was like, I'll just go to work and do it, and I did, and it was a little inconvenient. But later that night, I realized I didn't send another document that I had to send to the school, and then I started freaking out because I didn't have a fax machine. I don't know who else has a fax machine, and my work they were closed. But then I Googled and I saw that you can send a fax without using a fax machine. And honestly, it helped me out so tremendously, and it is so easy, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. Just to basically anyone who doesn't have a fax machine or who needs it in the last second. And you should really try this task because it is so simple. It's only 4 steps, which is finding a website, scanning the document, third step is filling in your information, and the last step, of course, is just to send it. And there is some stuff you will need. The first thing you will need is your document. It can because of what you want to send. And the second thing you'll need is a scanner. And I'm going to use my printer because it has a scanner. And then you'll need a computer. It can be a laptop or a desktop. It really doesn't matter. And you will need the information of the person who you're going to send it to. So with that being said, let's get started. The first thing you need to do is find a website, and because the website will help you send a fax, and the website I use is faxzero.com. It is such a great website because one great thing is it's free. Who doesn't love free stuff? And you have free access to send a fax. And one important tip is to always check if it's safe and reliable and look at any disclaimers. And faxzero.com is a very safe, reliable website I use all the time. And one of their disclaimer is you can only send 5 fax at max each day to be considered free. And if not, if you send more, then they charge you. Well, after you find a website, in which I really prefer faxzero.com, the next step is to scan it. And all scanners are different. Mine is an HTP 1300 series scanner, and you don't need any fancy technology because honestly, mine is really, really old. But I'm going to teach you through my way because some scanners work the same, and you might have a scanner similar to mine. But if you don't, you can look at your manual or just Google on how to scan with your scanner. Well, you want to place it on the scanner like that, and then you would want to go on your laptop or your computer and go to your device and printers and click on your HP 1300 series button, the one you're going to scan it, and it should pop up a it should pop up and with a lot of actions, and one of the action is to scan a document. You obviously want to click on that, and once you click on that, you will get a scan preview. It's almost like a print preview, and you will want to hit scan. And once you hit scan, it will scan, the document will scan for you, and you will get a pop-up that says import, which is telling you to save the document. And after you save the document, then you can move on to your second step, which your third step, which is filling in your information. And I pulled up factzero.com, and on your left hand side, it's your information. So you put your name, the other company name is optional, and your email, and then your phone number. And on the other side, you put the recipient, the person who you're sending it to. You have to put their name, and you can put the company name. It's optional. And then the last thing is find the fax number. If you don't have their fax number, you can easily look on their website or just call. And as you scroll down, you would hit browse because you're going to attach the document. And just find your document and attach it. And then scroll down to fill in the last piece of their information, which is the cover page. And you can send a cover page if you already have one, but factzero.com lets you make a cover page. And a cover page is a very important part in a fax. And Philip C. Collin, the person who wrote Successful Writing at Work, said it's made up 4 components. The first one is your name and your fax number. But if you don't have a fax number, because obviously we are trying to fax without a fax machine, it'll be okay. The second one is the recipient and the person you're sending to, his name or her name, and their fax number. The third is how many pages you're sending. And the last one, the fourth component, is a brief note, like why you're sending it. And after you've done that, you're in your last step, which is just to send. And on the left side, there is a button that says Send Free Fax Now. And after you hit that button, you will receive an email telling you to confirm it and to click on the link. And once you click on the link, it will send it directly to the fax number. And you will wait probably a couple to few minutes to receive an email saying that it has sent successfully or not. And I promise you guys, I worked with this website, and it helps, and it's true to its word. It's free, and it's very reliable, and it's little to no hassle. So after you're done with that, the last step, you've done it. You send a fax without using a fax machine, and plus, it's free. You can't get any better than that. So I hope you guys enjoy on my little skill and task to help you when you have a dilemma like I did, and you can, or when you just don't want to buy a scanner yet because it's not really much of a need, but sometimes you have to use it, and just basically just to whenever you need to send an original document instead of sending it through an email. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and it was very helpful. And just always remember, it's so super simple. It's only 4 steps, which is just scanning, finding a website, filling in information, and then just sending it. So remember, this 4 easy steps will help you send a fax without using a fax machine, and it's free. Thank you for watching.